It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Prime Time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a...
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this turns into disaster. Going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So it's 2 points here. And, Charles, take me inside the head of a running back. What could he possibly have been thinking?
Listen, all runners are taught never to say die on a play. Never give up on it. Keep pounding forward. But in this case, you got to know when to break the rules. Just fall down. You're going backwards. You end up costing your team 2 points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now here's Mahomes. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on a free kick. Now, that's a big mistake.
Out of bounds. Kicking team.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen. But he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. That's laid out deep for Rice. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point cut. Hey, Charles, can you give me a water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the 2nd half. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Still going. They can't stop him. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 63 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll send Brown in motion right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not...
And it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, they pitched to the tight end. It's a fake.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, here's Barkley again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is going to work. It's caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
And how about what just happened there? Just a total breakdown defensively. They're thinking he's going to spike this, so they let their guard down, but he never had any intention of stopping the clock. football. And he caught him napping, and this turned into a huge play.
A first down carry for Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turn.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Holding offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And the pressure gets to him again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jackson now. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Henry up the middle. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. To throw is Jackson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every...
The Ravens send their punter out now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they start in the best of all positions. First and goal. In motion, the tight end. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Second quarter, 2 minutes.